Hey all, it's Enlightenment Garden. It's late November and I'm able to do one final fig tasting for you today. We're going to look at the Panache Tiger, which is up here in front. This tree, I guess, has listened to my pleas for ripening its fruit that I've been looking at for months here. And it looks like it's ready to go, one of these that I have bagged up. So we're going to do a tasting on that, and we'll also look at a Marseilles Black. So just to talk a little bit about this tree. So the Panache Tiger, it bears a medium-sized pear-shaped fig. You can kind of see that there. And it has a light yellow skin. And what's neat about these is it has that unique green stripe on the fruit. The stripe becomes less apparent as the fruit ripens. But that's a fairly unique characteristic that you don't usually find on fig fruit. The pulp inside is a crimson red. The other thing to mention, it's easier to see this when the wood is wet, but there is variegation actually on the bark itself. There's some striping going on. So that's unusual as well. The quality of the fruit varies quite a bit based on location. So in California and here in Arizona, it produces excellent fruit. But in the south, where there's higher humidity, its flavor can be mediocre to even of poor quality. This fruit does require a very long, warm growing season. So that's something that we easily achieve here in Arizona and also in Southern California. So it needs that long, warm season in order for the fruit to get the heat it needs to ripen properly. You can see, I mean, this fruit I've been waiting for months on, so it is not that fast at ripening. It actually ripens fairly late into the fall. It's really not a well-suited fig for coastal or cool climates. It is a very productive tree, not only with the amount of fruit that you get on it, but also in just the growth. So this fig, as I've mentioned in other videos, stood at about 4 feet in spring, and it grew actually to, I believe, something like 12 feet. So it's put on an enormous amount of growth in a small amount of time. There is no Braba crop on this, and the main crop ripens pretty late, so you can get fruit any time between August into the late fall, like we are right now, late November. So I am going to reach in here, grab this fig. Here's the leaf pattern. Grab one of these as well. The other variety I'm going to talk to you about and also do a tasting on is called the Marseilles Black. It's a Mount Etna fig type. It's very productive and vigorous in its growing habit. And just for background, this variety is reported to have been brought back from France during World War II by a soldier. It also was trialed by a couple universities, University of Maryland and LSU, for viability in commercial production, but in the end it was deemed to be too small to be viable. The fruit, that is. It is a very hardy and well-adapted fig variety. I mean, it's grown very well for me here in Phoenix 9B, and it also grows very well in, you know, areas like Chicago where it gets very cold below freezing. This variety can actually freeze back to the ground and come back, but it can survive below freezing. And another fig channel, PA Figs, has mentioned that this variety is very close in taste and appearance and growing habit to the Chicago hardy. So the other thing is this does produce a Braba crop. So you get figs for a long season out of this. those figs that come off the Breba and the main crop ripen really quickly. So you get a lot of figs. This tree in particular I planted in May, so it's only been in the ground for 6 months. Started out as a 1-gallon plant. Get in here. It was about that tall. So put on all this growth over 6 months. And it keeps shooting out figs constantly. So very, very productive. So the skin should be a black color and the pulp a strawberry red flesh. You can see this fig that we're gonna pick and try definitely does not have a black skin. It has more of a purplish brown color on it. I mean, I can't be sure that this is a Marseilles Black. It was sold to me as such, and it is my favorite actually fig in the yard right now. So if it's not a Marseilles Black, it's definitely a good one. I'm not sure what exactly this would be. Sometimes figs take some time to become true to form. I've noticed the coloring patterns change on them from when they're, you know, immature to mature. You certainly see that with the leaf patterns. It takes a while to stabilize, so this very well could be a Marseilles Black. It just is so small, you know, it's not true to form. So let's go ahead and pick this. It's very soft. It's breaking apart on me here. Before we try these, just a closer look at the fruit here. Marseilles Black. Small open eye. Fairly small, 14 grams. Just to show you the leaf pattern. So 3-lobed. Fairly small cankles. There's the Jelly Tiger, more of an open eye, maybe medium. Definitely a larger fruit here. It's weighing in at 23 grams. You can see the leaf pattern here. So definitely more pronounced cankles there. It's 5-lobed leaf there. Seems to be pretty consistent. Alright, so I'm going to cut this open. You can see it's got a nice strawberry red interior there. The the Panache Tiger as well. Has that strawberry jam-like interior. Alright guys, the fun part. You get to taste these. So I'm going to start out with the Panache Tiger. Oh my god, it's so good. There is no fig with greater strawberry jamminess than this fig. It is so packed full of sugar. Incredible. That was a good fig. Now for the Marseilles Black. Words cannot describe how good this is. It's better than the Panache Tiger in my mind, because not only does it have that definite strawberry jam taste, but it's got this undertone of honey that makes it so luscious and smooth and rich. You know, if you love just that high sugar content and like a strawberry jam fig, Panache Tiger is great for that. But if you want some more complexity, you know, you want more of a full-bodied experience, you know, a taste that really lingers, the Marseilles Black can't be beat. It's a small fig, but it packs so much taste in that bite. That's why the Marseilles Black is my favorite. And it's really amazing because unlike the Panache Tiger, that you know really does not grow well in the cooler climates, the Marseilles Black is so widely adapted. I mean, you really can grow it anywhere in the US. Okay, maybe not anywhere, but you know, zone 5 and above, it does quite well. So, you know, if you had to pick one, I really would recommend the Marseilles Black over the Panache Tiger, just because it has that adaptability. The taste is so incredible, and the production, I mean, you saw that little tree just packed full of figs. Now the Panache Tiger is very productive too, but you can see how huge that tree got. I mean, we're talking, you know, 12 feet of growth in a year. That's a lot to have to maintain, whereas the Marseilles Black can fruit just as much, but is more of a compact grower. I hope you enjoyed the tasting. This is probably my last one for the year. I don't think the Black Missions are going to ripen up, but who knows. The Panache Tiger surprised me. If you have any comments or questions, post them below. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you want to get notified of more videos on my garden. Thanks for watching.